Hi there, Tracy from Healthwatch Milton Keynes here, talking to you today about dentistry, NHS dentistry specifically. Um, it's quite a complicated issue and one we've been getting a lot of phone calls and emails about in the last couple of weeks. So because it is quite complicated, we thought it might be best if we did a bit of a video and tried to explain it somewhat. So finding an NHS dentist, the best way to do that is to go to nhs.uk, which used to be NHS Choices, but that's been changed to nhs.uk. On there you can search for services in your area and you choose dentist, you put in your postcode and it'll bring up a list of all dentists with an NHS contract, starting with the ones closest to you, and as you move down the list those dentists will be further away. When you click on those links, it will take you to the nhs.uk service page for that dental practice, and on there it will tell you if they are taking NHS patients at the moment, if they're taking adults, if they're taking children under 18, if they're only taking emergency appointments or referrals from other dental practitioners. Now, that information may well be out of date at the moment, so NHS England, for every other service within the NHS England update that information on the nhs.uk website. For dentists, because dentistry is complicated, dentists have been given the responsibility to update that information themselves. They get an email every 90 days to remind them. However, because they have been closed during the pandemic, that has not been a priority. So the local commissioner for dentistry for Milton Keynes area will be encouraging those dentists who haven't updated recently to do so. But I think everyone's more worried about getting them open than worrying about the website, unfortunately. But it will happen, just maybe not straight away. So the reason that dentistry is so complicated and the reason that dentists get to update their own information rather than having NHS England do it is because of the way they are contracted. So there is no dentist in Milton Keynes at least, and I doubt across the country, that can afford to be purely an NHS dentist. They just don't get paid enough from NHS to keep the doors open, pay the staff, keep the lights on. So what happens is they're contracted to perform a number or to deliver a number of what they call units of dental treatment. And so at the beginning of each financial year, they get given their lump of units of dental treatment. Now, it's very hard for them to be able to predict how long that's going to last, how many patients that is that will be seen, because each treatment is worth a different amount of units of dental treatment. So a filling would be, say, 2 units of dental treatment, where repairing a bridge or a plate might be 5 or 6 units of dental treatment. So it just depends on what treatment they are providing as to how quickly they run through those units of dental treatment. Now, once they've run out of those units of dental treatment, they will stop taking NHS patients or stop seeing NHS patients, stop providing NHS appointments, because NHS, if they do more than what they have been given, NHS England say, hey, thanks very much, all that free work you've done for us, that's fantastic, we really appreciate it, and don't give them any extra money. But if they don't do all of their units of dental treatment, then NHS go, oh, that's terrible, we want our money back, thanks. So they have to pay back their outstanding units of dental treatment. So it gets more complicated during this pandemic time, because knowing that dentists can't afford to run purely on NHS patients, and they normally see between 30 and 40 patients a day. At the moment, with the amount of cleaning and all the protective measures that are in place, they're only able to see between 6 and 10 patients a day. So you can see they're taking quite a drop in the number of people they can see. Obviously, some of those people each day will need to be private patients so that they can afford to stay open. And NHS England have said that the payment for those units of dental treatment won't be changing in the foreseeable future. So we have asked the question. We have asked how NHS England is going to make it more attractive and more viable for dentists to provide NHS treatment. And NHS England have said that they would rather get the process in place and the finances will catch up. So that doesn't bode well for being able to be one of those 6 to 10 patients. So quite apart from the actual money, obviously with people not having been able to get to a dentist since March, the waiting lists are growing quite long. So at the moment, you will not get a routine dental checkup on the NHS, and it's quite unlikely, unless your dental practice is charging huge amounts of money for your routine checkup, that they will be taking routine checkups even privately, just because the amount of time that is going to take. So between patients, they need to close that treatment room. They need to ventilate it. If they don't have a window in that treatment room, then they have to close the door and wait for an hour before they're even allowed to go back in and clean that room. So you can see that's going to take a huge amount of time away from treatment, just making sure that they're staying all clean and tidy and safe. So unless you need urgent dental treatment, which will probably be triaged over the phone, so you will talk to the staff at the practice who will run through a list with you, and they will decide whether you maybe just need some painkillers, maybe a prescription, some self-care. But if you need urgent dental treatment, so you've broken a tooth, you've got a filling that's really, really painful, etc., then you're going to get a dental appointment and possibly on the NHS. But unlikely that you will get any routine work done at the moment. So hopefully that helps explain it a little bit. If you have any issues, please do contact us, and the details will no doubt be in a link somewhere just up there. And we can't promise that we can fix things for you, but we can definitely let the commissioners know what issues they need to be getting in and sorting out. Thanks.